All right, welcome back to Pump. If you're with us online and this is your first class, thanks for being here. A little bit about this class. We'll have a warm-up at the start, cool down at the end. The workout is going to consist of 4 rounds total. Okay, each round is going to consist of 2 movements that we're going to superset 4 times, and you'll get a 1-minute rest in between each round. So, movements we have today. First movement is going to be thrusters. So when we're doing thrusters, you're holding weights about shoulder height. You're going down into a squat, and you're coming up out of that squat, pressing that weight up overhead, okay? As always, you can change it up. If you just want to do more of the squat variation, more of the shoulder press, right, you can mix and match that how you want, but that is what the thruster movement is. Second movement is any version of a pull movement you want. You could do bent over row, you could do bicep curls, you could do T-squeezes, anything that you're pulling a weight towards you, that counts as a movement you can do today, okay? Completely up to you. Next one we have is going to be Arnold presses. So you have your weight out in front, okay? And then from here, you're going to have your palms facing you. Basically, you're just rotating, twisting up, pressing overhead, and controlling back down, okay? So that's going to be that movement. Next one we have is just alternating lunges, weighted or unweighted. It's up to you. You can make them plyometric. You can do them non-plyometric. I don't know what I was going to say. Next one we got is floor press. So remember, on floor press, we're laying on our back on the floor, and we're basically doing a bench press from the floor. You're pressing that weight up, squeezing through the chest, controlling back down before you press back up, okay? Control the descent so you're not hitting the elbows hard into the floor, okay? That'll hurt the wrists holding onto that weight. Next one we have is going to be skull crushers. So same thing, we're still laying on our back from the floor press. Weight's going to be up in front of you, and you're just dropping that weight towards your face, extending it back up, okay? That's going to be the skull crusher movement. Next we have, it's called Australian chin-ups and or pull-ups. So you have some options here when you're doing this one. For this movement, you're going to be underneath your equalizer. And so when I say pull-ups or chin-ups, basically your hand grip is going to determine what you're more using, okay? So from here, you're going to lift the glutes up, keep the glutes squeezed in this position, okay? And if your hands are over, elbows are going to be on the outside. If you're doing that reverse grip, elbows are going to stay on the inside, and you're just pulling yourself up to the bar as far as you're able to, okay? If you don't have quite enough space inside, you can do the pull-up version. This one's nice because your hands stay over here, and you can pull yourself all the way up to the bar, okay? If it's difficult, right, like I said, you don't have to get all the way up to the bar, or if you want, you can do something more like bent over rows instead of that movement, okay? And then lastly, moving into a leg drop hold. Woohoo, 10,000 steps, what up? Yeah, 10,000 steps. So last one, leg drop hold. So remember, low back stays flat into the ground, feet start up. You're lowering them as far down as you possibly can before that low back tries to come up off the ground, and you're just maintaining that hold position. If you want to have a little bit of movement, that's fine. A little bit of up and down or side-to-side flutters, feel free to go for it. But we're just trying to maintain that position as long as we're able to. If the low back starts to come up, take a break for a second, or bring those legs up a little bit higher, all right? That's all movements we have today. Any questions? Yeah. Equalizer. Equalizer. Mm-hmm. Yes, medium and heavy dumbbell. So like the dumbbells, you want like a medium and like a heavy weight. Yeah. Yeah, good question. Any other questions? Yes. Pole movements? Oh, I don't have a pole here. I don't know what you want me to do. So you can do rows, right? The low row, keeping the elbows in and tight. You can do high rows, elbows high and wide. You can do T squeezes, so pulling through the scapula, right? Squeezing at the top. You can do upright rows, so pulling up with the weights through like the shoulders and the traps. You can do bicep curls, any variation of a bicep curl. Commando rows, you can do it where you're in a plank and you're rowing while you're holding that plank. Those are a couple options. Bicep curls all the way. A push movement. Boom, roasted. In which direction you're exerting force? I see where you're at. I'll defend you on that for a little bit. Yeah, any other questions? All right, if you're online, You got any questions, drop them in the chat. Let's get after it. Starting with those jumping jacks. Keep that core braced. Remember, only about maybe 20-30% here, not overly pushing. If you want to minimize for that impact, you can be right here. Air squats. On those air squats, pushing those hips back and down. Arches strong, knee in line with those toes. Marches. We're going to drive those knees up in front. Focusing on that engagement through the core, not just those hip flexors. Lunges, alternating. In that lunge, twist towards that knee that's in front. Starting to open up the torso a little bit. Been stiff all day. Good job, keep that quality. Arm circles. Reverse. Man, Lillian roasted me in the chat. Did anybody see that? That was hilarious. Huh? Inchworms into those push-ups. Huh? What about on Tuesday? I'm working out on Tuesday? Don't round that low back, bend those knees. Jumping jacks, round 2. We're picking up that tempo here now. I like it. Stay braced. Air squats. Starting with that quality in those feet. Marches. Pay attention to that core control. Lunges alternating. arm circles. I was going to say. Reverse. Inchworms into those push-ups. Take a break, 1 minute, and we're into that workout. Thrusters into any pull option you want here. Remember, you can always think of that first set kind of like your last warm-up. Not quite all going all out, maybe like 80-90% effort. All right, we're starting in 10. 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's rock and roll. Those thrusters. Pull, any kind of a pull movement you want. Switch thrusters. Switch pull. Woo. Switch. Pull. Thrusters. Pull. Stay with it. Take a break. Woo. Arnold presses into those lunges. Coming next. Fifteen seconds. As you get tired, remember you can alternate. Don't have to do both at the same time. Woo, in 3, 2, 1. Let's rock and roll. Lunges alternating. Weight even on that front foot. Arnold press. Lunges, alternating. Arnold press. Woo. Keep that quality. Lunges. Almost there, yos. Arnold press, last set. Lunges. Woo. Take a break. Floor press into those skull crushers. Oh boy. You'll probably want 2 sets of weights here. If not though, that's fine. All right, on this one, we're pressing up. That's the first movement. Second is right here. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's rock and roll. Job. Nice work, nice work. Skull crushers. The weight's here. Control it down. Stand back up. If you're using 2 separate weights, you can go further range of motion past the head. Stand back up. Switch. Woo. You can start to feel how this is going to be tough. Switch. Woo. Keep quality, take breaks if you need. But if you're doing a rep, make it perfect. Where are you wanting to feel that muscle work? Where are you feeling it work? Switch. Switch. Woo. Holy guacamole. Let's go. Switch. Last set. Holy moly. Let's finish it strong here. Switch. Ooh. Last one, yos. Oh, take a break. Oh. Nice work, yos. All right, no weight for this next one. All we're using is our body and that equalizer. All right, remember, if you're doing a pull-up, hands are over the top, elbows are on the top side of it, not inside of it. If you're doing more of a chin-up, palms are under it. Elbows are staying inside the equalizer, okay? Those are the two different movements, here or here. When you pull, think of pulling from your elbows because you're trying to use your back muscles to lift yourself up, not your arms. So think of the pull coming from the elbow, not the hand, all right? All right. We're starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's rock and roll. Remember, when you're here, keep those glutes, hips up the whole time. Hips are never collapsing down. You're also working those glutes like a glute thrust. Keep them up. Switch, leg drop. And we're holding. Go as far as you can keep that low back flat. And then hold. Switch. Oh, Nelly. This is going to be tough. Let's get after it. Keep those hips up, glutes active. Switch. Leg drop, hold. Switch. Oh. Nelly. Switch. Leg drops. Crunch that core. Switch. Woo. Last set, y'all. Come on. Let's go, get one more. Switch, leg drops. Press that low back flat. Come on, yos, let's go. Five seconds, stay with it. Take a break. Woo. It's diet time. I just got that. Maybe it's do or die. Who hasn't rolled in a hot minute? All right, we get a 1, we're doing the ladder, 2 through 5, redo a round. We got a 7, 2-minute finisher, we can do that. We got 2 minutes in us. Oh. All right, this is 2 minutes of variation of 3 movements, bicep curl, shoulder press, spin over row. You can mix them up however you want. But we got 2 minutes of those. Ooh. Ooh. We got this, yos. We got this. We're starting in 15 seconds. You can do 1, 1, 1. You can fail out on one, then switch to the next. It's up to you, however you want to do this. In 5, 3, 2, 1, let's rock. $50 seconds left. $15 seconds. Take a break. Woo. My peeps at home. Nice work today. Peeps in class. Nice work. Nice job, Michael. Nice job today. Nice job. Nice job. Nice job today. Nice job, T. Nice job. Nice. Nice job. Starting to slow that breathing down. When you're ready, you can start with those deeper breaths, inhaling in through the nose on the way up. And then next exhale, whenever you're ready, you're gonna pull that first arm across, moving into that first shoulder stretch. Through all these stretches, keep that slight braced posture, keeping those breaths. 2 out of 10 intensity with that posture. You can release, switch that opposite side. Remember, always listen to your body. It'll kind of tell you what you need, where you're tight, where you need to work on. When you're ready, go and release. Bring that first arm behind for that tricep stretch. Switch over that opposite side. Go and release. Bring those hands behind the back. We're going to interlock those fingers. Roll those shoulder blades slightly back and down. And from here, we're going to roll that head and neck. When you're ready, we're going to slowly release, widening out those feet. From here, we're going to lunge over to the side, stretching through that inner thigh. Remember, it's not necessarily how far you get, it's about how much you can lengthen. Right? Think of taking this hip, pushing it down, rather than just trying to sit deeper into a lunge. And breathe. When you're ready, you can release. Move over to that opposite side. Same thing. It's not about how far you get, right? Think of pushing that hip in, elongating that inner leg muscles. As you're ready, you can slowly bring it back to center. From here, we're going to pull those elbows back and down. Think of hyperextending those arms here. We're going to look for that stretch through the bicep. Once you find a good position, go and really lift. You can pull those fingertips back if you want, moving that stretch also into those forearms. As you're ready, go and release. Bring those legs back in. Inhale up and in. On that exhale, dropping down into that full floor squat, pushing those hips back and down. Remember, you can have a little bit of movement here if you want. Movement in that joint. Up to you, just what feels good. When you're ready, you're going to plant those hands, come down into a kneeling position. From here, we're going to move into a puppy pose, staying on the knees, hips above the knees. We're extending those arms out in front. Releasing that chest down towards the floor. As you're ready, you can push forward, coming down fully onto the stomach. Elbows coming underneath the shoulders. From here, we're going to sit in a tall Sphinx pose, stretching through the abdomen. And breathe. As you can take yourself higher and higher up into that position. Deepen those breaths. As you're ready, you can slowly release down, bringing the hands under the shoulders, pressing up into a plank, and then into a downward dog. From here, you can pedal off those feet, stretching through the calves, the hamstrings. Biggest thing here, keep that low back pulled in. That's going to help us find that stretch. Don't round out that low back. You're just like rolling those hips up towards the sky. That's how you can maintain that position with the low back. And as you're ready, go and walk those hands in. If you want to stay in continuous stretch, feel free, but we're running out of time today. We'll finish with those last couple breaths. Nice work today, y'all. Great job. Remember, this class in and of itself isn't necessarily enough stretching, right? Not enough mobility. Also, depending on your performance goals, might not be enough activity. Shay hosts an yoga class that's really great twice a week, Monday and Wednesday at noon. If you're looking for a little bit more mobility, stretching, some light yoga, you can also live stream it, watch recordings at home, okay? And don't forget homework as always, good solid dinner, drink lots of water, prioritize sleep. Those 3 things for the next 4 days. Have a nice night.